Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm a little bit exhausted right now. I've been awake for probably 30 plus hours. Last night, for the second time in a week, we had a really powerful windstorm that moved through, well, not so much damage, but it picked things up and threw them around all over the place, like sheets of plywood, metal roofing, tarps went flying in all directions. Our large Shelter Logic storage tent once again was sort of picked up and moved, and I've spent the morning getting all of that picked up, put away, and the Shelter Logic, I've got the top to it is back in place, so things inside will not get wet. I'm not about to even attempt to start reorganizing things in there because it is not a one-person job, believe me. We've had a lot of people talk about the off-grid living experience being relaxed and laid back. I got news for you. It is anything but laid back and relaxed. This is a very hard life to live. Period. End of statement. It's not all a great big bed of roses. And a lot of people go into it thinking that they can go out, get a piece of land, and they can build them a cabin and kick back and relax until they return to the dust. Unfortunately, that is not the way it is for anybody that I know that's out here. It's always, every day is a struggle. Every day there is more to do than there was the day before, because there's never enough time in the day before to get everything done. So it just piles on to the next day. Sometimes I wonder about you, dog. He gets a stick in his mouth, and for some reason it just causes him to go a little wacko at times. Well, it's 24 hours later and the clouds have really moved in, and for a very short while we had a little bit of rain falling, and all of a sudden it went away. A lot of people had asked, how much money do we make on YouTube? I think in a year's time, I just looked earlier this morning, we've made $150 on YouTube over the course of 1 year. Of course, we don't have a lot of videos up, so that has a lot to do with how you make money, and plus advertisers, if they don't like your content, you're not going to make anything. So when you have pleasing content that advertisers are comfortable with, then you can make some money on YouTube. But quite a few years back, as Michelle and I watched so-called wilderness type videos, you know, the National Geographic stuff, we began to find out from people who are actually involved with some of these shows that everything's scripted. They have a director and a producer, and everything is laid out. They'll make multiple takes on something so it's exciting. And that's regular movie production. I mean, it's not natural, it's not real. We, on the other hand, decided to keep it as natural and real as we possibly could, because I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm not going to tell you how wonderful this particular thing is compared to this particular thing, or give a product a glowing recommendation when it deserves something far less. So we're open, we're honest, and that's the way this channel is going to stay. Well, folks have asked about generators and what we preferred. This Ryobi 4000, I think, has been the best investment thus far. Believe me, I will in a second show you what we have had, and none of them lasted very long. Sitting next to it is a Wayne from Home Depot. That thing, well, it lasted a year, and cannot figure out what is wrong with it. I've torn it down, looked at it, and it just does not run anymore. It won't start and run. This is another small generator, the iPower GXS 1500i. It will run if it had a pull cord on it, but the pull cord on this thing has broken 3 times. There is just something about the alignment of the cord with the pulley. It rubs the cord, so that wears the cord out, and not a good design. Another one is this small Ryobi. I've been working on it. The carburetor is messed up on it. I put a carburetor kit in it, cleaned it. It still won't run. I just, for whatever reason, I cannot seem to get it repaired. So this is not one I'll ever buy again. Well, as we venture out here into my growing junkyard, the Generac 5500, it lasted 1 year. And the thing about these generators, they do not stay outside in the wintertime. They are brought inside and then taken out and started. This is the original that we started with. I can't even remember what brand it was. It gave out, would not put out any energy whatsoever, so I gave up on it and salvaged it for parts. But like I said, none of the generators, absolutely none of the generators have ever been left outside in the wintertime. And we bring them in, and when we need them, we take them outside, start them, or at least start them indoors, shut it off, take it outside, start it again. And they don't seem to last. Like I said, the Ryobi 4000, it has lasted 3 years now. Woo! You know, so I'm pretty well tickled with it. Well, giving you an update on the construction on the back of the cabin, what I decided to do is prefab everything. So I have cut everything to length. I've taken 2 days getting all of that done. I've still got some cribbing to go down here, and then the floor joists will go in and the floor will go down, and then the walls will go up, and I'll take you along on that journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you hit that like button and the notification bell. Don't forget about that. So we'll see you next time.